Welcome to episode 128, But Another DJ, the original New England podcast discussing all things DJ, music, nightlife, business, and pop culture through the unfiltered opinions of folks. SNAX,
baby.
And CAMMMY V.
What's up, baby?
We are here recording live on Instagram and YouTube, which we plan on doing and developing over the next few shows. Ultimately going live only on YouTube, so turn on those notifications. Don't miss us. We love it when you guys get involved. We are upping that production quality. You see the vibes here live right now.
Nice. We're looking nice.
And shout out to producers, doing their thing. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Want to see those chats lit up. And as always, well, not always, but we are going to start by getting everybody involved here with a nice bandle. Here we got bandle from 1983. YouTube views 296 million, and difficulty easy. So part two.
Part two. We like the part twos.
Let's jump in. Drum and bass here. I recognize this. I recognize it.
Turn it to the sound. Is it Truly?
Oh,
Truly, I think is the name of the song.
the U sample?
Yes, it is.
The strings will give it away, or the synth will give it away.
Yes.
Yeah, it might be.
It's it, bro. Come on.
Is it called Truly?
I believe it's Truly is the name of the song.
Let me look it up because I have it in the Serato.
Dude, come on. Got it on one today?
Sorry, give me a second. Chat, let me know.
What do we got, chat? We get this right?
Is it called Truly? Are you sure it's called Truly?
Do
you know who it's by?
Yeah, hold on, dude. Let's look it up.
Truly, Savage Garden, Truly, Madly, Deeply. No,
it's Truly.
The U sample, U by Lloyd sample is, no, it's called True.
True. Sorry.
It's called
Sorry.
True.
True Chains.
That's not it because it's not an option. Oh yeah, hitters.
Right. Give me a panic attack.
Great job, you got
Let's
it.
Let's go, baby. Come on, boys are already hot. Hot out the gates, dude. Hot
awesome,
out the
guys.
gates.
Shout out to everybody. Tune in if you knew it. Let us know. Only 10% of people got it by round two. You technically got it by round one. So CAMMMY V is off to a very hot start. And perfect segue because Cammy's going to start us off with the first official segment of the show.
Crazy. You know, we're always on the internets in the DJ world, seeing things happening in real time.
Super heavy.
And, dude, recently there was this crazy video. Actually, yesterday they got posted. There was this new and upcoming DJ in New York City who was DJing for one of his second set. I think it was his second set ever in a club setting for his birthday. So it looked like he had an opening slot for his birthday. I think it was like a 2-hour set. And he posted a video. He had the GoPro going, and a other DJ, the kid that was coming on after him, came over and straight up kicked him off the set. Not even kicked him off the booth, but straight up turned down the volume with a packed club and everything.
Yeah, this has been going very viral. If you haven't seen it, I don't know how you missed it. Super, super viral.
So the DJ's name, who was DJing, I believe it's DJ Ture. I apologize if I pronounce that wrong. But, yeah, the video shows him just being super calm and composed in the moment. And it's just like, he was like, all right, man, like, listen, like, nothing I can do about this. Please go talk to the club promoters. But essentially what happened was, it sounds like the DJ was misinformed about his actual set time. He thought he was supposed to go on at 12:15 and straight up turned off his CDJs so he could set up his own controller in the club to go on after.
That part is crazy. That part is super crazy. I think that alone, I think the fact that if you're going to, first of all, having to set up your own setup that's different from the club setup or the venue setup is already super nasty, super crazy. I think to me that screams inexperience.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to show up, be like, okay, this is what we got. And if you don't, get there early, set up what you need to set up.
On the side or
whatever. And then you can just, plug in or shift over when it's time to shift over. I can understand the issue with having conflicting set times or whatever the fuck. And this is where promoters are very important. Promoters need to be very structured. Hey, if I got 4 DJs on tonight, these are the set times. This is when this person ends and that person starts. Because then it gets very sticky and weird between DJs. Because it's like, nah, I need to close. You need to open. I do this. I need to go longer. Whatever. It's very awkward, egos, all that stuff. But ultimately, no matter what, whether that process was fucked up or whatever, shutting off the music mid-event because you feel like you need to do your thing, or you feel like you're being, disrespected or whatever.
Yeah, you're on a power trip.
You're
at that
power
point.
trip, and you're just ruining everything at that point for everybody. Super insane. I know you spoke to homie, right?
I did reach out to him, and because again, right, sometimes when you see a clip, you don't really have context of what's going on. I'm like, all right, and again, it seemed like he was a younger DJ. I looked at his Instagram page. I'm like, okay, was he like way out of pocket? Was he doing something wrong? So I reached out. I was like, hey, bro, like, kudos to you. Looked like you handled the situation well. Like, can you shed some light on what happened? And he explained it to me and was like, yeah, man, that's crazy. But honestly, like I said, kudos to him. He kept his cool in this situation and was like, hey, man, listen, this is between you and the owner of the club. And just act like a true pro, like beyond his years of experience. So, but yeah, man, I'm curious to anyone in the chat.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever ran into an issue where whether you were opening or if you were closing and someone was like overstepping their boundaries as a DJ and not only interfering with you and your ability to move the room, but also, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, we are paid by the venues/promoters. For the patrons at the bar/club. So it's like, dude, you are completely destroying the night at that point and really fucking up the venue's bread. So I'm curious if there's any DJs out there that's gone through something similar.
Yeah, please let us know, chat. And as some of the chats start rolling in, I do have a story that's not exactly the same as this, but I have been in a fight in the DJ booth before.
Oh my God.
And this is a pretty good story. It's a pretty wild story. Really quickly, so we had this opener who was my first time working with them. They were from like a city like an hour away from Boston. First time working with them, never heard of them. They were put on by another promoter at one of my residencies. And so they were on, and just so happened I had a table, like a friend who had a table because they were celebrating a birthday. And so I was chilling with them in the meantime, whatever. And that DJ came with an MC. And I'm like, whatever, like let them do their thing. No big deal. But I went up to the DJ booth at one point. It wasn't for my set time or anything. I wasn't trying to get on, but I grabbed the mic because I wanted to be like, to say the happy birthday for my friends that had that table that came out to see me. They had their first bottle come out, and I was like, yo, I can talk on a mic. This is my spot. Like I grabbed the mic, and I was just going to say, probably make a joke that inside or whatever. Like I was just going to do my thing. And the MC grabs my hand and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, hey man, I'm not the guy you want to do this with.
You're not that guy.
Yeah. I was just like, bro, relax. Like, I'm just going to say something real quick. He goes, this is our set. And I'm like,
whoa.
I go, oh my God. And this happened so fast. And I'm just looking at him and I'm like, yo, what do you, I'm like, bro, stop. I try and take it. Dude tries to snatch the mic from me. And then from there, it's, I don't know, it was hands being thrown, whatever, in the DJ booth. Within seconds, I mean, like, fights are really so fast. Within seconds, security guard grabbing him by his shirt, dragging him out, and I'm like, yeah, what'd you think was gonna happen? This is I've been here for years. I'm
yeah,
here
exactly.
like every other week for years, dude. What'd you think was gonna happen?
I'm probably also the guy that gave you the okay for you guys to even be here right now.
Yeah,
like respectfully.
Yeah. Ada goes, I remember this, and he gets dragged out, and I remember, I will say, because I was hanging out with the homies and at the table, I was a little wavy, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't mean for any of this to happen. So obviously, I don't want our night to go badly or anything. But this dude's wilding. And as he's getting dragged out, I switch over because I'm like, music needs to be played. So I'm going on now because they get dragged out. They couldn't even pack their computer or anything.
Right.
And I switch over and I just go on the mic and I go, time for a real DJ. and then I press play and I played whatever song I played and I just played it. And every time I tell a story, people are like, oh, so like, where's that kid now? And I'm like, no idea. Haven't heard from him ever since. So I don't know if you're watching. I don't know, get a better MC. I don't know.
Good luck to you. Shout out to the guys in the chat. We got my brother DJ Ruin here, said more common than uncommon, which is, I mean, crazy to say. And then looks like Music by Rami said, check that ego at the door. I mean, that's super important, dude. At the end of the day, like, we're there for service. We're not there for ourselves. We're there to create a great vibe for the patrons and essentially help the venue make some money. So yeah.
And I think if these things really get to, I think that's when, you event producers, promoters, like really start thinking about how many DJs you put on your event, because it's not just the curation or organization of the venue and the event and your patrons, but it is about your DJs, because they are working for you on that day. They are representing you and your team and your event on that day. Even if it's people you don't work with, it might be a new DJ. Because that guy, people could have been to that night for the first time being like, yo, what the fuck? How are the DJs fighting?
Right.
You know what I mean? It probably looked crazy.
I wouldn't go back if I saw some crazy shit like that.
It's insane. So it's like, be cautious of that, be aware of that. And then what I like to do with our DJs is, if we do have multiple DJs, or if we try and do a back-to-back, like, because sometimes we'll put 2 headliners together. Someone's got to open. I don't give a fuck about your ego. I'm better than both of you, so whatever. I don't give a fuck. One of you is going to open, one of you is going to close. I try and make it fair and be like, go back and forth, so each person has an earlier vibe and each person has a later vibe. So I will say, at this time you start, at this time you finish, at this time the other person start, because it's better to just keep it structured,
right?
So that there is no, hey, like, should I go on? Hey, you went on long. Hey, no, you keep going. No, I want to go on earlier. There's none of that.
Yeah.
Keep it structured. It's going to make everybody's job a whole lot easier, and that communication is needed anyway, I think, when it comes to just event producing and anything like that.
Dude, totally agreed. And I know recently, actually, me, you, and Hills went a 3-way. Hey, what's up?
Love threesomes.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with the guys. That's crazy. At venue, and again, it's one of those things too. Like, we've been doing this for a long time, DJing a lot together. So it's like, we had a good idea of like the structure of the night anyways. And it's like, hey, where you want me to leave you off? Like, that's when you can have the most fun, and the crowd definitely feeds off the energy that you guys are bringing, because they're like, oh, these guys are cooking together to really create a different experience for us. Yeah,
no, for sure. But to go back to that original thing, like, again, even if that guy, even if it was 15 minutes over or 10 minutes over, I think it depends, right? Like, if you're DJing a lot, it usually doesn't matter. But if you're like, this is the one gig I have, and you're really trying to like make something, it's your moment or whatever, like, that's when you start crashing out like that. So,
yeah,
I think you got to like really understand the scenario, but
yeah. The crazy part is he turned that kid's shit off early before the set. He thought it was 12:15. He turned his shit off at 12:13, and even he was supposed to go on at 12:30 anyway. So it was like, dude, it's just like, incomprehensible. Like, I don't really know.
So more of the story is ego out the door. Promoters, please communicate with your DJs. DJs, communicate with each other.
Yep.
When you are on the bill with other people, just hit each other up. You got, usually in these cities, like, who you're working with. You can hit them up on Instagram or something. Be like, yo, this is what I got going on or whatever. I feel comfortable with this, with that, and figure it out, man. You guys, we're all adults, man.
Don't be an asshole.
Like, don't be a fucking asshole, bro. For real, man. Love that. New music out. And from a fucking GOAT, man. Super excited for this shit. Our boy, Bruno Mars, just dropped.
Let's go. Not
only did he just drop a single, he announced a new album and announced a tour. A big, big tour, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it the Romantic Tour as well?
I believe so, yeah.
With DJ set by DJ Pee Wee, a.k.a. Anderson .Paak, so which obviously means he's going to be there to do some Silk Sonic stuff.
Fire.
Leon Thomas, Ray, and I'm missing someone. Missing somebody.
That's a sick lineup.
It's just an amazing lineup, and of really, really just high quality music. And Bruno alone, his catalog's insane. Highest percentage of hits to releases ratio, in my opinion, of an artist going on up right now. Released a single that had a lot of commentary, actually. And hold on, where is that? And mostly because of the genre and there's just like the technical musicality of it.
Yep.
The song's called I Just Might, funk song. And he has been on that funk disco vibe for his entire career. A couple things that I was seeing on online is how it sounds like a few other songs. Specifically Walking on Sunshine and Move Your Feet by Junior Senior. If you hear the chorus, it's hey Mr. DJ, whoa. So, again, a lot of similarities from the lyrics and the melody. And I want to speak on that real quick. First is one. The whole sampling to interpolation conversations that we've talked about a lot, and that is very prevalent in pop music. There's only so many keys. There's only so many chords. There's only so much so many ways to manipulate and create music, especially within a genre that inevitably some things are going to sound similar, right? As long as they're properly credited, that's what ultimately matters.
Right.
But it's funny because I didn't really hear it until I saw the comments. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess, they do have similarities. I put all the songs together in Serato. Well, some of the Move Your Feet and the Bruno Mars song are in the same key. Walking on Sunshine, I think it really is just the whoa. I think it's that part.
Yep.
But the song's a fucking heater. The song's a banger. It's definitely going to jump in everybody's wedding crate this year. But the bigger conversation I've been seeing is Bruno's culture vulturing. And what he's done throughout his career. It's very interesting in that he's an ambiguously looking person, and has kind of been a chameleon throughout the years in terms of whatever vibe he's on, changed his hair, how he's dressing and stuff like that. And because he does more, funk, funk soul, he's done New Jack Swing, R&B, pop, that people are saying that he's just copying other people. But I think that's a really, really weird argument and conversation, because he's not supposed to create a genre. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that's his bag, if I want to create rock music,
right?
And then people are like, oh, he just sounds like 80s rock music. I'm like, okay, but that's the kind of music I want to make.
Right,
you know
exactly, yeah.
And I think it's tough to say that someone like Bruno Mars makes the same type of music when we've already just listed 5 different genres that he's touched, and I'm sure there's way more. I don't know where he's supposed to go from here.
Right.
I think he's really good at that type of genre.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that style of music. I know a lot of people call it like wedding music or whatever, but I think it's fire. I know both of us are huge fans of Silk Sonic.
Yep.
And that sound. So when I heard this, I was like, okay, this is a great start to the new album. And I'm very, very excited to hear what's to come.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited too, man. I think, from the looks of it, he probably paid off his MGM debt at the poker table after he just finished his residency there, and now he's ready to get back in the lab and put the time in and, come out with an amazing project. But yeah, it's SNAX. I think what's interesting is, an artist of his stature, I think this is where people are getting upset about it, because arguably, like, he's one of the top artists of his generation, and he's just an absolute superstar. Anytime he drops, it's going to do crazy numbers. So it's like, I mean, but that he's been making this music his own, like in his own way for his entire career. So it's like that argument doesn't make sense. But I get what people are saying. It's like, all right, like, you should go into like make something new. But I don't know, man. I'm a little torn on it. I love Bruno. I think he's an amazing lyricist, amazing artist.
Yeah, because he makes. I think the hard part where it got hard for me was like when he did the whole. I think Silk Sonic, when he did the permed hair.
Right. And
the silk shirts, and it was very much, 70s Coke music, which I love, so if there's a contemporary version of it, I'm like, yes, this is awesome. But I think him definitely like kind of emulating a style. I think if somebody came out and did the big pompadour with like, the jumpsuit and started doing like dancing, people were like, okay, who is this guy trying to emulate Elvis or whatever? It's like, okay, but if it's good and if it's like, and it can introduce a new generation to that type of music, like I think that's really, really dope. But I think it's hard to say that if he covers so much different music across the years. He hasn't dropped an album in 10 years.
I know, that's crazy to think about.
A solo project in 10 years. And all of his music still sounds fresh because he's making timeless music in timeless genres.
Correct.
So it's like, how can you hate on that?
But also, if you look back in that time period too, of like where he's getting his inspiration from, arguably most of that music sounds very similar to each other in that time period. Yeah. So whereas like the double standard is crazy. And also like, for example, what made me think about it was Tory Lanez Alone at Prom. Everyone loves that. Everyone's like, dude, this is amazing. This is amazing. So again, it's interesting.
Like 80s,
to see.
80s vibes.
80s vibes, dude. He had the whole rollout. He had the same thing. He had the perm, the hair, the style, the songs. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why all of a sudden. Maybe I don't know. I think maybe like this new generation thinks Bruno is corny. I don't know. I don't know.
Bruno's the
Chad,
man.
am I wrong? Like,
Bruno's the fucking man.
do you think younger people like? Because I know now, like, for example, like we definitely hit Bruno for the right crowds at weddings, but I feel like, you know, a lot of couples that I'm working with now that are getting married, a lot of their do not playlist is actually Bruno, which is crazy in my opinion.
I know.
Right?
I've noticed that as well. Shout out Music by Rami here commenting on the YouTube live. I am a wedding DJ, actually looking forward to dropping it to see what kind of reaction it gets. And they also say just give it a couple days before all these Afro House remixes start dropping. Speaking of Afro House remixes, I was watching a TikTok where people were like, where does Bruno go? What is the next? Because he's, again, kind of conquered all these different these different genres. And when you're that talented, when you have a vocal range like his, you can really do anything. Drake is a great example, not necessarily the same vocal range, but like creative range, artistic range. I know people are saying that Bruno might go the Afro-Caribbean route.
That'd be
and
fire.
He might start dropping some more like, you know, like do a collab with Wizkid and do some like sexier, like Ed Sheeran's done it.
Yeah.
Bieber's done it.
Dude, in his past
You know
too,
what I
he
mean?
did doo-wops and hooligans, and it had the reggae vibes too. So.
Yeah. He's done a few things with reggae, and then he also did a Brazilian funk thing. He has like some of the like up-tempo stuff.
Yep, ballads.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like an artist like him, he can kind of go anywhere.
He can do whatever he wants to make it sound good.
And he has such a good voice that fits anywhere, man. And like when you have a voice like that, bro, like him and Wizkid, I think would be an insane collab, bro. That song would just be automatically fire. And I would love to see him kind of venture out into, you know, a different sound and into going into like that, the romantic, the love songs, but in a different style. I think that would be super dope. A Silk Sonic 2 would be great.
Fire me up.
But that's the thing about that tour is like, one, I don't think I can go unless I figure out a different city, because the Boston show is I have something I got to be for that. It's like impossible for me. But he is probably the only living artist that I haven't seen live that I really want to see live. So
he's so performative too, man.
Yeah, he's great. I think if he does do that like full Vegas thing, I might try and see him in Vegas at some point.
Yeah.
But this tour, I mean, the lineup is insane. Let me know if you're excited for Bruno Mars. What you
Chad,
think of the
who's
music.
going? Who's going to the show?
Yeah, who's going to the show? If you got an extra ticket, let me know.
I gotta sell a kidney to probably buy a ticket, but you know.
Yeah, I know.
You only need one, Chad.
Perfect. And Bruno Mars being such a talented singer, there was a conversation that I saw and that I know that we were talking about briefly. Chat, listen to this question. I know some of you guys probably saw this online as well. It went pretty viral. But the kind of lack of hook masters, lack of those singers that are so influential, so talented that, you know, they make any song an automatic hit. So in past generations, some of the people were Nate Dogg, T-Pain.
Yep.
I know for my generation, T-Pain went on a crazy run.
Every hook.
If he was on it, immediately was a banger. Akon was mentioned. So the question is, who's that one artist now that can jump on a hook and upgrade a song from solid to undeniable?
I had one that we talked about, and now this artist is kind of evolving into his, you know, stardom where he's not even the hook guy anymore. But I'd say the most recent one would be Ty Dolla $ign. I think Ty Dolla $ign during the mid
Mustard era,
2010s, like the 100 BPM like club hooks was just an automatic cheat code. And now he's doing some great work, you know, as being the lead guy on his songs. Dude, honestly, he even played, he had an album, I think, that came out like right around COVID. He even played on the fact that he was the hook guy. The album was called featuring
Ty Dolla $ign.
Yep. And he was the hook guy on every single one of the songs, which I thought was sick.
Yeah, which just kind of confirms that take and that he's even aware of it, right? I just want to rattle off some of Ty Dolla $ign's highlights as a hook guy. Something New with Wiz Khalifa. His placement on Chosen. He wasn't fully on the hook, I think, or he was on the hook on that.
I think that was Blast.
Yeah. He's let's see what other great features he has. I mean, Paranoid I know is his song, but that's a song that like I definitely lean on to. Surface with Mustard, The Light with Jeremiah. Um, I know it goes on and on and on. But he is a huge hook guy. But I think his run was kind of short. I think compared to
Or Nas, another one. Sorry.
yeah, or Nah. Shout out DJ Remy P. Or Nah's a great one. But my thing with him is like when we compare him to Nate Dogg or T-Pain, I think his run is a little short. I think Drake is an obvious one. I think Drake's one that people wanna not include, but it's just true. His features and his hooks immediately, like if you like, I mean, he put on how many artists just by being a feature, just having a verse, just for being on the hook, of elevating all these people, all these songs. I think speaking of Silk Sonic, I think Anderson .Paak is a good one.
Great.
I don't think he's nearly comparable to a Nate Dogg
Or T-Pain.
or T-Pain, just not enough breadth of work. But he has such a unique voice that like, especially like when he was on like some of his Kaytranada collabs, for example, you know, where I'm just like, oh, like having a dynamic voice like Anderson .Paak's is really really dope and makes a song that much better. I'm trying to think. In some of these comments on this Reddit thread, people are saying Don Toliver, The Weeknd. I think The Weeknd is a great one.
Yep.
Again, I think The Weeknd is too much of his own. Like I think that's the thing about Nate Dogg. Like Nate Dogg doesn't have like a lot of hits like on his own
Solo catalog, yeah.
but his like feature catalog is like insane.
Yeah. Don Toliver, I guess, falls in the same boat in my opinion as Ty Dolla $ign. Because again, he came up with Travis Scott and the Jack Boys, like he was Cactus Jack label, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so on the collaborative projects and stuff, he was a hook guy a lot on Travis's songs, and then now he's kind of really hit his stride in the past couple years with 2 awesome albums. So yeah, I feel like he's kind of fallen into the Ty Dolla $ign trajectory where he's not the hook guy anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lack, I think.
Yeah, like huge lack. It's just not the same. Liam in the Instagram chat saying Travis Scott. I think that's a great one. Travis Scott definitely has some highlights. And in Music by Rami here in the YouTube comments, Teddy Swims. I think it's a little early, but I think you could throw in Sway Lee.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Sway Lee, I think, is a great one.
Yep.
Who again? I think it's just those unique voices, but again, I still think it's still like a big drop off from like the T-Pain, because like I remember in T-Pain's interviews, like he made Shoddy and Low in the same night, and that he was, and there was a point where his label would just shoot him beats, and we're just like, please just write as many as many hooks as possible, and then they would. So I guess the way that Shoddy was made. Was like, yeah, like it was just one of the beats that he was sent, and they were like, hey, just make a hook to this and we'll send it to every rapper on our label.
Yep.
And whoever makes the best verses is ultimately who's chosen for the song. And so when you're just like that much of a hook like hit maker, and that where that's your process, where they just like put you in a room. They adapt
to you.
Yeah, they adapt to exactly. And I guess All I Do Is Win too. Like Khaled, I guess, goes to him.
Dude, all the DJ Khaled's like 2000, early 2000s hits were T-Pain hooks.
Yeah, where I guess
I'm So Hood.
He brought him the All I Do Is Win instrumental, and they were like, yo, like, I need something big, I need something triumphant, like whatever. And then I guess the story goes that Khaled's in there like, oh, I just want to win. All I do is win. Like people aren't giving me my credit. And then T-Pain was like, get out of the room, I got it. And then he like made it. So like again, I still think those are just big shoes to fill that I don't think are being filled.
Yeah.
Chris says Bad Bunny, which is actually a pretty solid choice. I think we go on the route in the Latin world. I think Bad Bunny and like Raul Alejandro. Yeah. Again, just very unique voices that are very recognizable that kill, you know, really great on a hook. It's just interesting. Music has shifted in such a weird way where the art. Obviously, we talk a lot about the artistry kind of dropping off, but hooks.
Bring back hooks. Bring back bridges.
Collabs, bridges. Bring back like, because I remember, because this was like, again, Drake changed a lot, right? Where it was the rapper doing the rapping, and they would bring in the R&B person to come in. You know, so you would have Neo, you would have Joe, you would have Ashanti coming in doing a hook to offset the rapper. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like,
now this is a conversation.
Now artists are like kind of either.
Well, this could be the bigger conversation. Do you think that music has drifted away from that because of how top 40 and radio quote unquote radio friendly hip hop is now, that they don't need that anymore. Because I feel like, dude, in the early 2000s, in order to get some of these hip hop artists radio plays, they kind of needed those R&B artists to kind of offset them to get more plays.
Yes. Because let's think about like again, so some of the groundbreaking songs, right? 21 Questions, right? 21 Questions was not one, well, not the first time, but like was such a highlight in that the rapper was the one, you know, I mean, it is Nate Dogg that's on that one too, like, but it's like that marriage of ghetto fabulous, prison talk, but love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, Nate Dogg being on that hook is just another great example of his catalog, but how that has changed from like 50 can't do that.
No.
You know, at that time he couldn't do it. So bring in Nate Dogg.
Yep.
You know, I think of Flashing Lights.
Yep.
Kanye West and Dwelly, who like no one even knows what Dwelly looks like.
Right.
But Kanye could. I'm like, but there was a long time where I thought Kanye was on the hook.
I was just about to say a lot of people thought it was just Kanye singing
you know,
the hook.
so like at that time it changed, but then I think the Drake effect was
I can do both.
I can do both.
Yeah.
I can sing my own chorus. I can do whatever. And I think that's changed a lot. But now, I mean, right now there's not a lot of like hook chorus heavy songs anymore. And I think the ones that are the songs by women.
Yeah.
Like Folded.
Yeah. Oh,
is
dude.
probably the best hook we've had in years. I can't think of like an R&B hook type song that
made for me, Folded.
Besides like SZA's catalog.
Yeah.
Again, it's all the ladies that are doing it. Like
Yeah.
I can't think of like the men that are really, really doing it besides Drake, besides a Don Toliver. You know, Don Toliver is a really good. Like I think of Can't Say.
Yeah.
Like his moment on that with Travis. Like it's really, really difficult. It's just a different time.
I know.
And I think music. Yeah. So yeah, DJ Link saying Mutt. Like yeah, Mutt it was a really good hook. But again, these are just R&B songs.
Right.
So it's like, you know, I think it's like if we get Leon Thomas on some hip hop, is he gonna be the guy that's like, oh, Leon Thomas is on the hook?
Well, I saw that Leon Thomas was on Wale's album. I forget what the name of that, Not Too Late or something like that. I forget what the name of that song is that just dropped. So I think he's starting to break into that scene now that people have like resonate with his voice. He has one of those voice too. So
yeah, Little Chris in the Instagram comments says, I think we have competition to blame for this. There's no competitive elements anymore. I think it was Nelly that said when he was dropping, he was going against Jay-Z, Wayne, Eminem, 50 Cent all at once. Very true. I know exactly the interview you're talking about. It was Nelly. Way more competitive back then.
I saw that too.
Where you have like some of the heaviest hitters, like when you're trying to get a Billboard #1 or even a Grammy. Like I remember those, you know, categories were like so competitive and like you wouldn't even know who, like any of them could win. Where now it's just like, who the fuck is this? Or like, okay,
Right.
I guess this was a hit this year. Like, I guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, I think rap has ventured so far off of, you know, rap comes from a lot of like, you know, hood music and regional, right? Like you had Nelly representing St. Louis, you had Ludacris and ATL, the whole ATL thing, the New York, the West Coast, very competitive there. That is not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
That is just not really a thing at all. Everyone's chasing the same exact sound, you know, New York drill and Atlanta trap and stuff, like sure, but like everyone else around the country is copying that sound.
Jersey Club.
Yeah, Jersey Club.
Shout out Mason.
So I think like, yeah, like it's just a different climate,
Yeah.
different environment these days. And I think therefore the quality is dropping and, you know, it makes everything kind of suffer. So,
Or maybe we're just old.
I mean, you know,
Maybe.
Cammy just celebrated her birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Cammy!
I did. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's all downhill, chat. It's all downhill.
Yeah, chat. Everybody wish Cammy happy birthday.
My neck, my back.
Speaking of hitmakers, someone who would be, I think, heavy in this category, but they've been in and out of jail is Fetty Wap, our boy Fetty Wap.
Mr. Wap.
Because I remember when he did like Save That Money and like he had some crazy collaborations of him on the hook. Just recently got out of jail, I think last week.
Yeah.
After what, 3 years, 2 years?
I think 3 years, yeah.
Was it gun possession?
Gun and drugs.
Gun and drugs, you know,
yeah,
they
he
usually
was-
go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But Fetty Wap is free and is already jumping into the club appearances, so I'm sure you'll see him soon. and you know, happy he's out. Where does his career go from now?
You know, couple things. One, chat, if you haven't seen the video of him basically walking through the tunnel when he got released from prison, definitely check it out because it's actually pretty funny. Because all things considered, he's walking through the tunnel like with his family and his people there, hugs, high fives, stuff like that. Trap Queen's on in the background. I thought it was pretty ironic that the guy that served drug and gun possession charges was walking out to Trap Queen. But that being said, you know, right before he went to prison, he did like a heavy like trap album. Like wasn't even like that, to be honest, there really weren't.
It was right. It dropped
there.
right before he went to jail. Yeah.
So yeah, I think honestly, dude, a Fetty Wap comeback 10 years after like the Trap Queen and 679 run would be absolutely amazing.
But is that what like the kids want? Because DJ Links here says, I just didn't like when Fetty made those hood albums. I hope he goes commercial. This is the thing. This is my take. Fetty Wap has such a distinct sound, such a distinct voice that he inevitably, I think this is the same with like DaBaby. I think this is the same with a few people that once you hear their voice, you are mentally transported to that year. So to me, I hear Fetty Wap, I'm transported to college. I'm transported to 2015, 2014, 2016. And so whatever song he's doing inevitably sounds nostalgic and old. So like imagine like Fetty on like a drill beat right now. It'll be like, it just sounds like the old guy. It's like Eminem. Like when Eminem does like newer stuff, you're like, bro, it's Eminem. It's Eminem's voice. It just sounds like 2002.
But I'll say this, yes. So my counter argument to that is Metro Boomin just dropped a nostalgic ATL production style album. And arguably those songs off that album have been some of the biggest hits that we've had in the last 6 months.
I wouldn't say hits. I would not say hits. I would say Take Me Through There is only big because of TikTok. Only because remember we talked about that when that album came out and we're like, yo, like no one's feeling it, whatever. And then like a month after that,
then it popped off.
Take Me Through There popped off because of TikTok.
Yeah. So. I don't know. I think music is hopefully in the because again we're more than halfway through the 2020s, and I feel like, again, I say this, I've beaten this like a dead horse at this point. There hasn't been any classics in the 2020s as far as like albums and projects, and I feel like music now could be shifting towards more of a nostalgic feel and tapping into that. And also too with Fetty, right? We haven't gotten that. We were cut short of that run. Like it was literally like a 2-year run of like quote unquote like Tyga, you know, he has 15 years of basically making the same song. Fetty's run was kind of cut short. So it's like, I think people feel like the story
that Tyga example is pretty, it makes sense.
Right. Yeah. I feel like his run was cut short. So people feel like the job's not finished. Kobe Bryant, job's not finished. Shout out AO in the chat. He said 2015 to 2016 Fetty undefeated. See, there you go. Only 1-2 year run.
I mean, we'll see if Fetty taps into like more of that like commercial, super TikTok-y stuff. I mean, I think that's where he fits. But again, does he want to do that coming out of jail? Like, we don't know what happened to him in jail and shit like that. I mean, again, he tried to do a different kind of sound, a more mature sound, and it didn't work. So,
right.
Well, we'll see what he ends up doing. I know that Pooh Shiesty is out. Listen.
Break out your ski masks, folks.
Yeah, listen. I don't want Pooh Shiesty to come through the club. I don't want a bunch of YNs in their shiesties pulling up, bro. Like, I just don't want it. Like, Pooh Shiesty made some cool music, cool bangers. I just don't want it.
But with that being said, with Pooh Shiesty coming back, I feel like he's definitely coming back at a good time because the genre, that subgenre of hip hop that he almost popularized to a certain degree, like Back in Blood was basically the start. Like Boss Man D-Lo, I feel like he kind of picked up the baton. He picked up the baton and came back,
Man,
bro. Yeah, dude, we were talking about that.
I love him
via text and stuff. But dude, I feel like he's coming back at a good time for that. But that being said, with these artists coming out of jail, who do you think has some of the best runs post incarceration?
Post incarceration.
I got one off the top of my head.
Pre-incarceration is Diddy, but post-incarceration is, I think, Kodak.
Kodak's a good one.
Kodak is up there. There's someone Wayne.
Thank you. That's exactly. I know
Because
Chris
Wayne,
is probably in the chat saying
Wayne got out.
2009.
That's when he got out.
I believe so. Maybe 2010.
Because
he had a good run after.
He had a good run, but I think a lot of it, and don't hate me for this, I think a lot of it was the Drake and Nicki and Tyga rise and him being like, okay, these are my people, and they're gonna put them on and everything.
Yeah.
Because his albums weren't that great.
Yeah.
But I think as far as post, you know, I think solid career after. Kodak to me stands out. He had that Super Gremlin run, the ZZ run.
Oh, I got one right now. Gunna.
Oh yeah. When we first talking about this, Gunna was the one I was gonna bring up. He got fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got fit, turned his life around. Definitely seems to be taking his artistry seriously. I think when we compare him to Lil Baby, it seems like he's coming out on top as far as longevity goes. Gunna's a good one. Max B is not in this conversation. I'm trying to remember incarcerations because, like, I would no
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a Snoop Dogg or like a DMX.
Yep.
But I'm trying to like get the years right.
Did T.I. go to jail for a quick stint?
T.I. probably went to jail for some bullshit. Like
Yo, I got one.
What
do you got, EJ?
So apparently, I don't know. It doesn't say the date, but apparently 2 Chainz was arrested after an 8-hour standoff with police in Oklahoma City for obstruction of justice after local authorities pulled his tour bus over for a busted taillight. I don't know when that was, but if it was before his run, I mean...
Anything, I will stand by 2 Chainz. I will stand by Titty Boy until the end of time. I love 2 Chainz. He's one of the most underrated rappers alive.
100%.
People are saying Young Boy, NBA Young Boy for sure. That dude went on a crazy fucking arena tour that was like sold out, full of YNs. Glad I wasn't there. But I know he has an insane fan base.
A lot of black Air Forces in the stands.
And very, very successful.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I like that.
I'd probably say Wayne, but one more thing, what kind of made me think about it too. So with Gunna's run right now, right? Obviously, like ATL rap is in a weird place, I feel like. And I saw an interview. I forget it was another hip hop podcast, but basically with 21 Savage's album. I forget what the title of the album was. It was something about the streets, forget the streets, or something like that. Yeah. But the argument that they're trying to make right now, you know, Young Thug's album was a pretty big flop, I think is safe to say.
Yep.
You know, and I feel like 21 Savage is trying to bridge the gap now to make it okay, or that this was their take. 21 Savage is trying to bridge the gap, being like, yeah, the streets don't mean anything anymore. Let's move on, because and their argument was Gunna's having this crazy run, crazy success. They're saying that these ATL artists need Gunna more than he needs them, and so they're trying to bridge the gap, be like, oh, this doesn't mean anything anymore. Let's get back and working together.
But what's working for Gunna? Like, it's the like trapper music.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I think we're experimenting with sounds.
Melodic stuff.
Chris says Bieber. But Bieber hasn't really done shit since. Like, his comeback, like, he hasn't really done anything. You know what I mean? Shout out Bieber.
Swag was good.
Shout out Bieber. Oh yeah, Swag. I forgot. He fully dropped an album. Yeah, no, that's right. All right, lastly, the best part of the show, everyone's favorite part of the show.
All right, let's lock in.
We do have a draft for you guys. Need the comments to light up. And we were like, yo, we always try and do the best stuff. EJ was like, how come we don't do the worst stuff? Why don't we ever try and draft the worst stuff? Cammy, what are your thoughts on this draft? Talk to me.
All right, dude. There's nothing worse in life than a bad hangover. Fair to say?
Bad pussy, but go on.
There's nothing worse in this life than a bad hangover. And so today we're going to be drafting the top 5 worst songs you could possibly hear when you are hungover.
Wow, this is going to be very interesting. Me, myself, I've been hungover quite a few times. And usually I want to be in darkness. I want to be in silence. And usually covered in grease. So music that I would listen to during this time is something I try not to think too much. Stam's coming in hot with any Taylor Swift. I mean, not bad. It's not a bad. It's gonna be forever.
But think about it. Songs that, like, if you're hungover and you hear like 2 seconds of, you're immediately running to the toilet to go.
All right,
puke
who's
everywhere.
first?
I'll let you go first.
Me first.
Yeah.
All right. Let me lock it. I have. Yo, honestly, the sandwich draft has kind of made me insecure because I feel like I got like a great answer and then I'm realizing that I'm really not like that. I'm gonna go with Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, great pick, dude.
The Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe is a great pick.
If I'm
That would make
hungover
me-
and I hear that, I'm punching somebody.
Yeah, 100%. That's a great pick.
Thank you.
That's a great pick. All right. You ready for mine? Dude, this immediately, I would be down and out, bro. Give me Sandstorm. Give me Sandstorm. Oh my God. Bro, I would be in a coma.
Oh, fuck.
Take me to the hospital.
Mason saying Shots. Ooh.
That's a good one.
The thing is, Shots is like a decent song, though.
Yeah, but when you're hungover,
But thing is, okay, this is what we gotta think about. Because when I think of Shots, I'm like, you know what? Hair of the Dog, let's get up. Let's go.
could be a rebound song.
It could be a rebound song.
The best detox is, in fact, a retox. Not medical advice, by the way.
Okay. Let's see here. Ooh. Okay,
I hope it's not mine.
my number 2 pick. Where songs to hear when you're hungover? Thrift Shop, Macklemore.
Oh!
Wow. I'm leaving.
EJ's favorite album, The Heist.
Yep.
Grammy award-winning.
Grammy-winning album, The
Dude,
Heist.
Brian Lewis, are you kidding me?
Give me Thrift Shop.
All right, I got one. This one's hilarious, too. Give me the Six Flags theme song.
Dude, fucking, We Like to Party?
Yeah.
Dude, that song bangs, dude.
When you're hungover, dude, come on. Are you nuts?
Dude, that song bangs.
Bro,
That song bangs.
I would throw myself in front of a bus if I heard that when I was hungover.
The Real Ordeal says Riptide. Let's see. Okay, I really need to think about this. Like songs that I really don't, that like would just annoy the fuck out of me. Ayo says, "Can I call you Rose?" The Sacred Souls. I would love to hear that song when I'm hungover.
I would love to listen to like Sade or something like that when I'm
Yeah, like
hungover.
some nice. When I call you Rose. Oh, Little Chris, the 1-800 song by Law. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay. Let me think about this. The 1-800 song's a fucking good one. Fuck.
Wait, Cars for Kids?
Oh, okay. Ready. Give me Look at Me by XXS Tentacion.
Bro, great pick.
Yeah,
That's where I'm going next.
I'm gonna go Look at Me.
That's a great pick. I'm gonna match you with the same energy here. Okay. Same exact vibe, borderline the same song. Give me Ultimate by Denzel Curry.
Damn! I just thought of another song that's like in the same world too. Is that gonna be my number 4? I need to think about this. Okay. What about Oh damn! I'm trying to think of I'm trying to go through the genres here. Macarena is a good one. Macarena's kind of a heater. Barney song. Ooh. Ooh, Mason with the Barney song. I'm trying to think of like rock songs that are really tough to listen to. But I feel like if you know a rock song, it's because it's good. If that makes sense. I'm thinking of Zombie Nation.
Oh, dude, that would be brutal.
Is in my head. But would that hype me up? The thing is, I'm kind of a freak where there's certain songs that like, because I'm the guy that like last week, this is literally happened. I got wasted and and PR'd a 5K the next morning on like 3 hours of sleep. So I'm a guy that like, if you play the right song, I'm like,
built different.
Yeah, I'm like,
let's build different.
What
do we say, chat? What do we hear? What do you hear? What do you say?
Fuck. This is. I think I'm gonna go with Mo Bamba.
Oh, dude, that's a good one.
Mo Bamba for my number 4 pick.
That's a good one. I'm gonna switch the energy a little bit. I think I'm gonna switch the energy a little bit. I think this is arguably one of the worst commercially made songs of all time. Give me Friday by Rebecca Black.
Ooh, that's a great one.
Give me Friday by Rebecca Black. Give me Friday.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great one. Oh, that's a really good one, man.
That's so bad.
You might have took it with that one. Papa Roach.
Cut My Life into Pieces.
Yeah.
Last Resort. Yeah.
Oh, got it. That inspired me. Thank you, Earth Style. My last pick. Give me what's it called? Bodies. Let the bodies hit the
Oh my god.
Let the bodies hit the Give me body. Who's it by? Like Drowning Pool or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Is it Drowning Pool? Bodies. Drowning Pool. Yeah, give me Bodies by Drowning Pool.
Oh,
Not to be confused with Bodies by Offset, because that song rings.
Yeah, dude, that's funny. Damn, that's a good pick. Fuck.
Chris says if I heard that, I'd be back on my feet. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm a fucking freak, dude. Like, some of these songs might get me like, you know what? Like, let's go out.
Right.
Let's go to brunch.
Yeah, time to hit the brunch up. Damn. I got some high energy songs in there. God.
Last pick for CAMMMY V here.
Last pick. Could do like Pop That would be brutal, but again, Pop That would be brutal.
That is, yeah, that's very in the back of the head.
Dude, imagine hearing like Let Me Clear My Throat or something like that. That would be rough. That'd be rough.
Yeah. Pre says Swimming Pools.
Pull Up, Drank. Never heard of that song.
Mustard!
Dude, imagine hearing like Booyah by Showtek.
But that's the thing. Some of these songs might get me like let's go out. Like
I'm trying to think. Does Lil Jon have some ones where he's fucking screaming in? All right, I think I'm gonna go with Pop That. I feel like Pop That is something I probably heard the night before. And
it's reminding you.
Yeah, and I'm immediately thinking, what was I doing when I heard this song? And I was probably taking a tequila shot.
Yeah. All right, those are the lists. So,
dude, that's good.
The list, we have the draft of the top 5 worst songs to hear when you're really hungover. Snacks' list: Cotton Eye Joe, Thrift Shop, Look at Me by XXS Tentacion, Mo Bamba, and Bodies by Drowning Pool. CAMMMY V, Sandstorm, We Like to Party, Ultimate by Denzel Curry, Friday by Rebecca Black, and Pop That by French Montana. Let us know what you think in the comments. Who won? Who has the better list? And what are some of your favorite or least favorite hungover songs?
Let's see the chat. What's the chat? The chat got some good ones in here.
Yeah, little Chris said Bobby Bitch. I love that song. Bobby Bitch would get me to the gym if anything. Limp Bizkit, Rolling.
LMFAO, Party Rock.
Doodoo Brown. I'm trying to think. Is it a song that is like loud or a song that's just like annoying? Like I'm trying to find that balance.
It's like the I think it's like the beat annoying. Like Cotton Eye Joe is a great pick. Like that just like really
thong song.
But that one's not like it's also the vocals too, because I was thinking of the Whisper song with the beat, but then but he's quiet on it, so I didn't think that was a good pick. Doom, doom, doom.
That might calm me because it's such like that instrumental. So like, Year 3000. One day when I came home,
please tell me why. My Own Worst Enemy.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yo, I wanted to mention something that I was like surprised because Snacks, a lot of the stuff that you were saying is actually on this list. There's like a less known list that exists that's like songs that the CIA uses for torture.
Oh,
all right, EJ.
Is it on Spotify?
No, maybe. But Bodies by Drowning Pool is on there.
Yep.
The top one is the Barney and Friends theme song.
Yeah, that's what Mason said, I think. That one's rough. That one's rough.
The Real Slim Shady is on
ding,
there.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
ding,
All
ding.
I Want for Christmas Is You. Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen. And some others, but those are the significant ones.
Oh, my God.
I was going to say...
Born in the USA is a good one, actually. Yeah. That would drive me insane.
You know what I wouldn't want to hear is just like any dubstep. Like Dirty Monsters and Nice Sprites.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah, we fucked up. Dude, yeah, EJ, that's a great pick.
I
We
listen to
dro- we fumbled that
Bangarang though. Bangarang would get me going.
No, I would be
Scary
thrown.
Monsters, Nice Sprites would be tough.
Or you ever heard Throwing Elbows by Excision?
Yeah.
Yeah, any like Excision, like super wubby stuff would be tough. Yeah. I didn't think we didn't go dubstep. We should have went
We
dubstep.
should've yeah.
Dubstep would have been good. I was gonna say Hips Don't Lie at one point.
Yeah, dude, that's a good.
Hips Don't Lie would drive me insane.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's all we got for you today, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Shout out to everybody tuned in both on YouTube and Instagram. Like I said, we are over the next, if not the next episode, the episode after that, we will just be on YouTube Live. So make sure you are tapped in the Dope Entertainment YouTube channel. Subscribe, get the notifications on, so you know when exactly we will be going live, because we love y'all's energy, we love y'all's interactions, and it really, really makes this show go forward and that much better. So thanks so much for rocking with us. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Peace.